Right, topic number 4 is Charlie Cox. He's been in the news lately.
Yeah, it's been in there a lot.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And this time he's talking about his dislike for Ben Affleck's Daredevil film. He said it's tonally confused and the suit sucks. That's his actual... That's him quoted.
Okay.
Anyway, this comes to us via Variety. And it says, Daredevil star Charlie Cox is no fan of Ben Affleck's 2003 Daredevil movie. During his recent visit to the Middle East Film and Comic Con 2022 in Abu Dhabi, didn't even know they had that there, Cox revealed he had never watched the 2003 superhero movie until after he was cast as Matt Murdock / Daredevil in the Netflix Marvel series. I watched it once and then I wanted to go and do my own thing, Cox said. I hadn't seen it before I got the role. I watched it when I got the role. While Cox said Affleck does a really good Matt Murdock and that I like his Matt Murdock, he added, I don't love the movie. I feel like the movie tried to do too much and it was a little tonally confused. They had everyone in that movie. They had Kingpin, they had Bullseye, they had Elektra, they had Karen Page, they had Foggy. Cox continued, it was saturated and it was 2 hours. So that was part of that problem. And the suit sucked. Affleck would probably not object to Cox's criticism, yeah. Affleck dissed his own Daredevil movie in 2015, telling Entertainment Weekly that the movie didn't work at all. The actor added, if I wanted to go viral, I would be less polite. Wow. That was before people realized you could make these movies and make them well. There was a cynical sense of put a red leather suit outfit on a guy, have him run around, hunt some bad guys and cash the check. Cox starred as Daredevil for 3 seasons on the Netflix series. Starting March 16th, all 3 seasons of Daredevil will begin streaming on Disney+. Cox reprised the character for a brief scene in Spider-Man No Way Home, effectively bringing his iteration of Daredevil more directly into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The door is now open for Cox to continue playing the character in the MCU, but official plans on the matter have yet to be announced. Yeah. The suit sucks, you know.
Yeah.
What are you thinking on this, blood?
I'm thinking it's a little harsh. The reason I'm saying that is because they obviously gambled with Daredevil back then. They didn't know how it was going to do.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was big at the time, obviously, so they got Ben in to start with. What was his co-star's name? What was her name?
Elektra, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, Jennifer Garner. So
and she was big at the time with Alias, remember?
So good-looking Ben at the time. Jennifer Garner doing her thing at the time.
They ended up getting married, remember?
Oh yeah. Was it from that?
Might have been.
All right. So first of all, that's why everything was oversaturated, because they didn't know how it was going to do. So I feel like they put everything into it to make it a success. Let's put balls up. It's like putting all your eggs in one basket. We don't know. We've got one shot at this. So if we've got one shot, put everyone in.
But you see, you're right. I
think that's why they
thought.
Yeah.
Because remember, we got to remember, Colin Farrell was Bullseye in that.
Yeah. Colin Farrell was amazing.
Do you know what I mean?
I liked him as Bullseye.
Then Michael Clark Duncan was Kingpin.
Yeah.
Bold choice.
Yeah.
Obviously a black guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get the feeling, as you said, that they just thought, let's just throw loads of stars in there. Yeah. And hopefully that will make the movie sell.
Yeah.
When
they didn't believe in the movie.
When they should have really concentrated on story.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, they already had, because I hear what Ben Affleck was saying in that, because he's critical of this film as well. And he said, they didn't know how to make those movies back then. But then I would argue...
You was there.
Well, not only that, but I would argue that was 2003. You had 5 years in which Blade was made. 1998 Blade was made.
And when did... Okay.
1998.
Wow.
And then after that, Spider-Man was made in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And the X-Men was made.
Oh, yeah.
So
it wasn't the first Marvel rodeo.
So my point is that you've had 3 examples there before Daredevil was made of how to make a comic book
And they
film.
were all successful.
Yeah.
So it's not like any of
all
them
good
bombed.
films. Yeah. So saying we didn't know how to make those films back then is a cop-out. Because you had examples there.
You had a blueprint.
Yeah. You had 3 examples there.
3 massive examples.
Right.
Because they all were phenomenal.
Exactly.
And it was their first shot. Blade had never been done before.
Blade, in fact,
people didn't even know who Blade was.
In fact, I would say 4 because Blade 2 came out in 2002.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which is a year before the Daredevil release. So who are you trying to kid here?
Yeah, there's no excuse.
You know, so I don't necessarily think Charlie Cox was harsh.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think he was.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
I was thinking, I don't know. It just feels like forever ago. So I was thinking,
no.
Maybe it was just early doors. But that's you've got to learn.
When I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. Because I haven't read that article previously. I just read it as with you just now. And it's like, straight away I was just like 2003. Wait a minute, how many superhero films? I was just doing it on top of my head.
Yeah, doing the maths.
Yeah, we've had 4 successful ones. Like, what are you talking about? We didn't know how to make those movies then.
The thing is, especially with Blade hadn't been seen before. So it was the same like Daredevil. Daredevil hadn't been seen before.
Yeah.
So it's not really an excuse now.
Not an excuse.
It's not
an
really
excuse. So
an excuse.
I can't blame Charlie Cox for saying what he said.
Or Ben.
Do you know what I mean? Or Ben, because Ben realised that it was crap. But you know, Ben's excuse was we didn't have to make those films back then. It's not viable because you did know how to make those films. You just had to look at the blueprint with those films.
So who made Daredevil?
I'm not sure. I think Marvel Studios had a hand in it.
I think they farmed it out,
but they didn't have their studios by then, so they might have had a hand in making it. But it might have been another studio that ended up doing it.
So, but because where was Blade done?
You know that was New Line Cinema. That was New Line.
Right.
Because do you notice that with Disney now trying to buy back their property, do you notice that they have not got that yet? And I'm wondering if they'll try Blade or Daredevil. Because it's not theirs. Because it's not theirs.
Oh.
You can't see that Daredevil film on Disney Plus. You can't see the Blade films on Disney Plus.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's going to be a next move for them, but we'll see. But yeah, it wasn't Marvel. That's how you know it wasn't Marvel Studios. So
but that's why.
Yeah. So I
So maybe So they were early for them.
They were
but
early.
They didn't learn. Someone never did their job.
Right.
Someone never done their job.
You got to remember,
research.
X-Men was made by Fox. That wasn't made by Disney or Marvel. That was Fox did it. And then Disney bought Fox, obviously, the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But that was made by Fox.
Okay.
Right? 20th Century Fox.
Yep.
Yep. As we said, New Line did Blade. I can't remember who did Daredevil. Obviously, Sony did the Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay.
You know, all different. You know, I just feel like
they should have known better.
They should have known better. Whoever made it, we'll find out at some point. But they should have known better.
And the suit was dry.
The suit was crap. Compared to the suit that Charlie Cox had,
the
suit was crap.
Yeah, it was dry.
And it's funny because do you remember the film of Elektra had by herself?
No.
There was a standalone Elektra film with Jennifer Garner. It was crap. Because the story was crap, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I actually quite like it.
Okay.
But I acknowledge that the film wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, listen, I can't argue with Charlie Cox, man. He was 100% right.
He knows.
And I think...
And ain't no one... Like, he's welcome to criticize Daredevil because he is Daredevil.
He smashed it
and he made it his own and he's killed it.
He's made it his own. He made it his own so much that Kevin Feige said, yeah, you know what?
I'm taking the character and I'm taking the actor. And when they take the actor as well,
especially when Kevin Feige takes the actor,
then you know he believes.
Right.
He believes in you.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, what do you think about what Charlie Cox said about the old Daredevil movie starring Ben Affleck? Do you think he was harsh? Or he changed his mind now?
No, I've changed my mind.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I will change my mind if I hear reason and logic.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just, oh, you lot are haters.
Yeah, man.
You know? No.
Anyway, leave us some comments down below and let us know what you think.